Wayne Jones. Wayne Jones nimmt es auf mit der aktuellen 13 der Welt. Er hat ein tolles Jahr 2019 hingelegt. WM-Halbfinale in diesem Jahr. Er ist der aktuelle UK Open Champion. The Asp, Nathan Aspinall.
Two more games to come tonight. We will not see the clean sweep of seeds after Willie O'Connor knocked out the second most successful player on the European Tour in its history. Peter Wright going down in a last leg decider, but if you average 89, then you always run the risk of somebody beating you. It is down to Nathan Aspinall and Joe Cullen to get things back on track for the seeded players. Joe Cullen takes on Jamie Hughes in, to be honest, out of all the 16 games today, looks the tightest game to call, even though we've had clashes such as Ratajski versus Brown, White versus Clemens. I think that's a very difficult one to call the final game of the night. But do not write off Wayne Jones against the UK Open and US Darts Masters champion Nathan Aspinall here. Jones, pretty impressive in seeing off Jeffrey de Zwaan. He was the underdog in that game, but the Wanderer from Wolverhampton managed to outmuscle the Black Cobra and book his place in the second round of a European Tour event for the first time this year. If he were to win this game, it'd be his first spot in the last 16 in a Euro Tour for a year.
Game on.
Paul Nicholson in the commentary box for this one. It is the Wanderer Wayne Jones who throws first.
Yeah, standard September victory over Jeffrey de Zwaan. Did exactly the same in the same week last year. So maybe this is just the week of the wolf.
Maybe. Well, he made the last 16 in Austria last year, but he did that by virtue of a bye against Dave Chisnell. You have to go back. The last time he beat a seeded player in a Euro Tour was in Gibraltar 2015, where he won a last leg decider, curiously enough, against Peter Snakebite Wright.
Well, Nathan is just getting used to life as a seed.
96.
And I tweeted last week, truthfully, that it seems like everybody turns up against Nathan at the minute because it's just what's happening. And I said to Nathan, you should take it as a compliment because everybody wants to take you out.
Well, he's gone from a player who, it was pretty much a year ago, had not won a PDC title and was a guy everybody thought had talent, to
77.
a guy who's got a target on his back and is one to be shot down, because now Nathan Aspinall is being held up as an example of what a lot of guys on the tour are hoping to do, to go from not zero, but certainly zero in the rankings, to hero. He's in the top 16 in the world, having started at £0 at the start of 2018. In 2017, he and Wayne Jones were both plying their trade on the Challenge Tour. Wayne won 3 titles that year. And Nathan managed to get one as well. Got himself back on the main tour, and then he's just gone from strength to strength. looks every inch the top 16 player. Double 16 for a 15-darter, and it's a break of throw and a 1-0 lead for the Asp.
I remember earlier in the season when he made his first appearance on the European Tour after winning the UK Open, and he was just destructive on the dartboard that evening. It looked so easy, and sometimes he does make this game look easy, but he's got all of his priorities right at the moment. He's got the same work ethic from before the success. He looks in the mirror every day, I feel, and just says to himself, we got here with hard work, we've got to stay here with hard work. He's got the right people around him, and one of those people is his granddad Alan,
100,
who celebrates his birthday on Monday, and apparently they're all going out for dinner tonight, and Nathan is here working and trying to be successful, and he just wanted me to give him a shout out.
Isn't that his granddad Alan who watched him win the UK Open in Minehead and then criticised Nathan for not getting him better seats?
I think it's the same guy.
Yeah, he became a bit of a star on ITV4 that weekend.
So did Nathan.
Oh, he certainly did.
How many players can win a tournament of that magnitude with a 170 out?
Oh.
When he's joined a ridiculously exclusive club.
43.
Nathan Aspinall, Colin Lloyd, Ted Hankey.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not a bad club to be in. Admittedly, a weird club to be in.
38.
That's what their AGM must be like. But look what he's left.
Serendipitous. He had a bounce out there to leave it.
123.
Jones.
170.
Leaves himself a 1 treble combination finish. Just too much for the Asp.
Looking for plan B, which is 134.
96.
That'll do.
When you require 114.
Oh, no. Slips into the treble 5 and he can't finish from there.
82.
But he still asks the question, and Wayne has always been a 32 guy. Loves 32. So does Nathan. Misses 2-8 and offers the opportunity to Jonah. Wandering down to the southwest of the board. And without hesitation gets himself on level terms.
This is their first meeting on the full tour. They did actually play in a qualifier for this very tournament last year, albeit it was held in Hamburg. And Nathan managed to win that one.
41.
Didn't actually make it through to the tournament because he was beaten by Willie O'Connor in the deciding game. The other 3 games were all in 2017, all on the Challenge Tour, and it's one of the things that I really like about the Challenge Tour now.
100.
In that it has become a genuinely competitive tour with some really good standard games on there, and you've got players like Nathan, like Wayne Jones,
45.
who've dropped off the tour. It's different ends of their careers, granted. You know, Wayne's been there and done it, but has then dropped off the tour, used the Challenge Tour to come back. Nathan Aspinall, if anything, he started almost from scratch again. He'd been on the tour a bit, but you're seeing players use that Challenge Tour as a stepping stone onto the main tour, like Jamie Hughes did before he went and got his full tour card. You could well see Cameron Menzies win the Challenge Tour this year. He's top of the rankings at the moment, and then make that step up to the tour for the first time in his career. It's become such a good breeding ground for talent and a good grounding in it. Rob Cross, of course, played the Challenge Tour before taking a step up to the full tour. And they were winning things. Nathan, actually, when he beat Wayne on the Challenge Tour, won that day. Wayne, one of the 2 times he beat him on the Challenge Tour, he won that title that day.
96. So when you require 82.
Just goes to show, if you're doing it on the Challenge Tour, there's a very real chance you can step up and do your business on the main tour and have success. Top for Wayne
Tops
Jones.
for Wayne, yep. Oh, he's a 32 guy, but he's not bad at tops either. And curiously enough, I don't know when he's done it this year, but Wayne Jones switched his dart to a long, thin barrel, or, well, let's say the thinner barrel. It wasn't really a long dart. And when he won the Challenge Tour, he was using that thinner barrel. But over the course of this season, he has gone back to Old Faithfuls. And these are not the oldest faithfuls. But these are a dart that he had made to replace the old faithfuls, and they're shorter and stumpier. And he says he's a bit more comfortable with them. But if you noticed one massive change about Wayne Jones, just how much weight he's lost.
He has. He's walking, isn't he?
140.
Doing 6 miles a day for a lot of days.
Minimum of 3 to 4 miles a day on a bad day. And when it's not very nice outside, he gets on the treadmill and walks. He's gung-ho at the minute when it comes to what he's doing. He says he's really enjoying it. He's getting that walker's high.
Well,
Easy one.
he wouldn't be the first player to shift a few pounds, say they're feeling better and benefiting. Is that 3 bounce outs for Nathan so
That's
far?
3.
And I mean, yeah, he's probably caught a bit of the wire there, but I mean, he throws them firmly. He throws quite a heavy dart.
Well, another thing as well, Dan, I spoke to Nathan about an hour ago. This is a brand new set of darts.
It should be sharp then.
That's the question I asked him after what happened in the Czech Republic. I said, hope your points are sharp, mate. And he said, oh, don't worry about that, brand new set of darts. I've just put them in the case this week. It's the first time he's changed them since he's been using this exact set and he moved to his manufacturer. And that's what pro players do. They change sets every few months to keep them crisp.
Somebody like, I'll come back in a moment, as Wayne misses tops and Nathan is looking at 170 once again. And somebody like James Wade or Joe Cullen get rid of him very, very quickly. James Wade replaces him every game, doesn't he? Pretty much.
Phil Taylor used to do that as well. Great setup from Nathan. Wayne first to a finish though. He doesn't say no. He's the first one to halfway.
5th leg, Wayne to throw first.
3 legs on the spin, 2 against the throw. Big exhalation from Nathan Aspinall. He has not hit the ground running in this game. And Wayne Jones is in no mood to let up. Now, when Wayne Jones has had runs on the Euro Tour, you've got to go back quite a long way. He has had some significant runs on the Euro Tour. You go back to 2013, that was a great year for him. Gibraltar made the semi-finals, beat Michael van Gerwen and beat Gary Anderson. Also made the semi-finals at the the Dutch Darts Masters in 2012. Do you remember he beat Phil Taylor? Beat the Pie Man. Do you remember who he lost to?
I played a belter in that semi-final. I really averaged over 100 in that semi-final. I was on fire, and then the fire went out. It was extinguished by a wizard. No, I really did play well in that semi-final. And I was buoyed by the fact that Wayne took care of Phil, and I took him out after that. But Wayne is looking at 12 and bull to go further ahead against Nathan.
Ooh.
40.
Get the feeling that this might have to go out.
124.
Might do, because Wayne Jones is in the groove. And it's not going to go. And Wayne Jones
92.
has only missed 1 dart at double so far. He's averaging about 95. It's been really solid from him.
Nathan always seems to be just 1 dart behind Wayne. And he's in again.
1 dart behind is enough for Wayne Jones, who makes it 4-1. But the thing is, when Wayne Jones was going on runs on the Euro Tour, he was taking out massive names. Van Gerwen, Wright, Taylor, Anderson. He's beaten them all on the Euro Tour. Beaten Wright twice on the European Tour. He's already taken out the Matchplay semi-finalist Jeffrey Desvard, a man who's won a title this year. He might be about to take out the UK Open and US Darts Masters champion Nathan Aspinall and set up a last 16 tie with James Wade.
Wayne Jones has been sticking around in this sport for a very long time. He is surfing generations.
100.
He was in the generation of the Andy Fordhams, the Ronnie Baxters.
He's seen plenty come and go, and Wayne Jones is still here.
80.
Still winning games of darts. I think he's caught the flights there, hasn't he? It's ricocheted out. but you can tell he's so frustrated with it, and it's stuck in his head. Michael Smith has had this spell as well, where he was getting a lot of bounce outs, and again stuck in his head. So even when there was a bounce out that looked like it was, it's technically deflection. Anybody would have that bounce out.
It's only happening to the players that have the angle of entry that Nathan has, the steep angle from the flight at the top, point at the bottom, sort of 45-degree angle. It's exactly the same as Michael Smith. So there's something in that, I believe.
60. Nathan, you require
Yeah, certainly. You don't see players like Christoph Ratajski get many bounce outs, do you?
Or Wayne Jones.
No. Double 16.
69.
That's okay for Nathan. Missing in that situation is not a disaster. Missing when he returns to the board with 3 darts at double 16, that could be disastrous. And
100.
it could be the end of the match, effectively.
Nathan, you require 32. It's
a lovely double 8. It just looks so good. It's the kind of shot that you want to take a photograph of and show kids. That's how he hit double 8, folks. Now, before we started streaming things,
100.
I remember a Pro Tour event in Coventry, and it was at the Ricoh Arena. And in the final, it was Phil Taylor and Wayne Jones. And Wayne Jones has never won a senior PDC title. Best player not to have done so. That is not even up for discussion. But that day, on the Sunday in Coventry, the end of March, he played Phil Taylor in the final. It was 5-all, and Wayne Jones had 2 darts in the last leg to beat Phil Taylor. And it was a double 16. He missed them both, and he didn't win. Phil Taylor took out next visit. That's the closest he's been to a title in the PDC.
Wow. Wayne Jones.
100.
2017, he made 5 Challenge Tour finals. Won 3 of them. Made the European Championship final, of course, as Aspinall puts in his first 180. And he's looking good for this leg against the throw, and this game might yet be alive. But he's lost a couple of times to Vincent, 3 times to Taylor, once to Colin Lloyd.
Somebody has found the accelerator. Nathan has found his range, he's found his mojo. He's found himself back on throw, but you're right, Dan. I remember those 2 finals with Vincent van der Voort.
Yeah, you've got to go back. I mean, you're going back a decade, pretty much.
Yeah, they were Pro Tour events that were held in continental Europe. I remember one of them was in Gladbeck in Germany. The other one escapes me. It may have been in Haarlem in the Netherlands.
140.
2010?
Yes, 2010. Made 3 Pro Tour finals, all in 2010.
97.
Then went on to make the European Championship final. His only major final was absolutely annihilated by Phil Taylor, who, to be honest, at 2010 was operating on a different plane of existence from everybody else in the darts world.
That's very true. That week in Dinslaken, where we made the final, he was the story. Everybody just thought, well, Phil's incredible. Where's the story? He was the story. Took out Barneveld, I believe. My memory serves me right. And he was amazing that week. And everybody wanted Wayne to win that tournament. Wanted his first senior PDC title to be a major. And he came up short against Phil, but like you say, he won't be the last.
60.
Yeah, Wayne changed that. 80 Lewis, Robert Thornton, Barney, then Colin Lloyd. And Taylor beat him in the final with 106 average. Look at this from Jonah. Oh my, well, yesterday he took out 121 and then very nearly took it out in the next leg, having hit 180s to set it up both times. He would have been expecting at least a dart at the bullseye, but Wayne Jones is set to hit back.
What was he doing going for the 11 anyway?
Well, probably yesterday, isn't it? Because he'd hit the treble 11 to leave double 14 both times. And it doesn't matter because he pins the 32, and Wayne Jones is a leg away, and he will have the throw in this leg and the decider if it goes the distance. And the UK Open champion Nathan Aspinall is on the ropes. And after seed after seed after seed, 13 in a row made it through their opening games today. We might be about to see back-to-back defeats for seeded players in Peter Wright and Nathan Aspinall.
140.
What do you think Nathan needs to feel better about his game? Because after the summer break, maybe he just needs
100.
repetitions.
Yeah, I think he just needs to get back into the swing of it. He turned up in Austria. He lost his opening game to Keegan Brown, who was pretty solid against him. He's turned up here. It's only his second game in, what, a month and a bit?
We haven't even mentioned the fact that they're going to Pro Tours during the week.
Yeah.
So there's no break, really. It's go from here to Barnsley.
100.
Then it's Teresa for people like Nathan, who are seeded. So this, for me, is the kind of month that Nathan needs. He needs to get back in the swing and just constantly play. Get into the grind.
Yeah, because there will be plenty of action to come for Nathan. Obviously, he'll be at the Grand Slam as the UK Open champion. Be at the World Grand Prix as one of the top 16 in the world. Plenty of opportunities.
Yeah, this time of year, Dan, after that little break in August,
120.
all you got to do is say, right, I'm going back to work now. Don't expect anything from me in the next 3 months. I've got to make hay now.
Oh, wow. Wayne Jones gets a match start at double 12 and seals it with a magnificent 1-4-1 checkout. Nathan Aspinall applied the pressure and Wayne Jones shrugged it off. That is the first time he has beaten a seeded player on the European Tour for 4 years. He is through to the last 16 of the European Darts match play, and he will take on the European champion, James Wade. We have one more game for you. Can a fellow Black Countryman, Jamie Hughes, join his mate Wayne Jones in the final day? He takes on Joe Cullen.
Wayne Jones im Achtelfinale und wird es mit James Wade zu tun bekommen. Congratulations. Very strong finish, the 141.
Yeah, it was up and down. Nathan was struggling first couple or one, and then he started to score well. I thought, hold your throw. It was it was an interesting game. I just thought, hold on to your throw, and that's what I did.
Yeah, it's over a year that he could reach a Sunday on the European Tour. I think it was April 2018.
Yeah, it's been a while, isn't it? I'm getting old now, so it's nice to actually hit something again. It's not too bad. There's still a few iffy, but overall I'm not throwing too bad. So if I can tighten up a bit tomorrow, I've got a chance. Yeah.
Tomorrow James Wade is waiting.
Yeah, whatever. I know James won't care, so I don't care. So we'll see what happens. It could be a good game.
You're enjoying it, right?
Oh, exactly. Makes a change for me to win some money.
That's cool. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne Jones, der freut sich.